Just the one statement. Well, it's kind of clear which one you have to choose. I mean, do you see Edgeworth in that photo? I sure don't. Objection! Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? But she said she was going to have the photo enlarged. Where is that? Why hasn't that been presented? Mr. Wright has a point. Objection. I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could and I meant I could. Then please testify to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Yeah. Go us. You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. Oh, jeez. Binoculars? Whatever. This one better be good, for sure. Oh, man. Dang it, Von Karma, you and your testimonies. Excuse me. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. But the Tories have trouble with that. Yes, it is. That line's funny in general, but the fact that the judge is saying it. Nobody loves me. Aw, Phoenix, I love you. Phoenix doesn't notice me. Makes me sad. I find it hilarious how the judge is the one that says that. Hold it! Your camera? Yeah, it's got automatic. Objection! The issue you are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. Arg, he's not letting me answer any of my questions. Dang guy. Hold it! Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars! Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah! Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? Objection! Camera's irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this! If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yeah. Let's make it or break it time. Camera's of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. No, it wasn't. Cool. Faces the lake, first of all. Second of all, it's set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Objection! You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oof! Ugh! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Now we have evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this. Was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Gordy! Take that! Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? Newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart?
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof of something? I'll see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I think it's the camera again. Yeah, we got proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. No joking around this time, please. When do we ever joke around? It's the camera again. Take that. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Gotcha, gotcha. There's a lot of heart. A lot of hair. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. Nothing more than that. The witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Because I'm Phoenix Wright, and I have the power to see through lies. What Phoenix's superhero name be? Right, man?
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Cross my heart and hope to fry.
I'm starting to lose my voice. Jeez, I keep coughing. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Objection. Witness' testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Objection! I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Well, Chiron's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, so you must have something in mind. Huh. That would be a first. Haha. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. Yeah, we know that. Hold it! I mean, country you? Come on now. What manner of person are you?
I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a man of anything.
Hold it. An investigative photographer?
Yep. Get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what?
What?
There was a UFO UFO just hanging in the sky.
A UFO? A UFO?
You know, unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. A UFO. Oh man. UFO. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah! They even held him up on the TV.
They held him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month show qualifies. Last month's show was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe.
Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real!
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. I'm still laughing because the judge's defense attorneys can't get women lying. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera?
Yep, borrowed it from a friend at the university. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang,
it snaps a shot.
Yep.
So how many pictures has it taken so far?
The only time the camera triggered was at night.
It's always hiding. Well, think about it. You can sort of figure out what the contradiction is, sort of. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarmed with competitors.
Competitors?
Yeah! Second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
But, well, actually...
Objection! Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. Hold it! Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper than a sound than I would have expected.
Hold it! There wasn't much else to look at?
Yep.
I don't know. She heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. Kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there.
Let's press this statement, just because. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time?
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore neither.
Better find some sort of contradiction in his testimony. Won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. And Phoenix has already pointed it out. Or at least the statement that you have to present that. It was this one. Watch the boat the whole time. I'm not sure. The contradiction is that she wouldn't be looking at the boat. She'd be looking for Gordy. So she wouldn't be looking at there. I don't know if it's the camera or the Gordy article. I think it would be the Gordy article. Objection! Ah, the music stops. I was right. I'm such a genius. Not really. Miss Hart. I mean, Phoenix is such a genius. No, he's not. He's not really that smart. Sometimes. Sometimes he makes deductions that don't even make any sense, but are actually true. Were you really looking at that boat?
What? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. I was the only thing out there. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Ah!
Of course. Of course. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. Justify that you were watching the boat through the binoculars. However, you wouldn't need the binoculars to watch that boat. you needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there, and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat, till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Objection! Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she gonna say? We know what she was gonna say. She took the photo and enlarged it, of course. Don't you remember, Phoenix? It was only yesterday. Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. Shit, it'll drop the quality in that, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Gotta make her show the enlargement, of course. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Objection. Because it doesn't exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court, because the first place. You old fool!
Dang it, Manny. We've talked about this. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Objection. Prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
Aha! Clear contradiction arises. Still cannot see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. You guys see the contradiction? Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. Yeah, right, Von Karma. So this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to win as trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo, somewhere. There is. It's really obvious. It's bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. I think. Yeah. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What? Why might that be? I think you guys might notice it. If you remember... stupid wire. If you remember Detective Gumshoe's testimony, she said that there was fingerprints found on the pistol from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Here goes nothing. Show what's strange about this photo. And you can clearly see the man in this photo is shooting the gun with his left hand. So it has to be on his hand. Here, Your Honor. Shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. Contradicts the pistol. It bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, prints in this murder weapon were found from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo. Haha, pull in the Edgeworth ergo. The man shooting this pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. I'm like mixing up people's voices, but... It's not Mr. Edgeworth. Couldn't have been. Now that everyone in this courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry. Why did they just threw in Larry? Well, it couldn't have been Lotta, so... The victim himself? There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. Objection! I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance to which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. Meter? That's 3 feet! Applause for Phoenix. There's no way it could have been suicide. I don't know if you heard my clapping at all, but I clapped after Phoenix said that. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I'd already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Of course you did. Of course you did. I see. Very well, allow me to say my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Indeed. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. Court orders the defense and this prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. ... That is all. Court is adjourned. Hey, we bought another day from Mr. Edgeworth. Yay! And you know, because, as they say, every puzzle must have an answer. Or every conundrum has an answer, but whatever. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Don't worry. You're just kidding around, Phoenix?